Another area where negligence can commonly be found is when it comes to writing letters of recommendation. So it's important for us to remember that as counselors, the letters that we write and the words that we use carry great significance when it comes to college admissions officers and whether or not they move a student forward in the admissions process. So the scenario that's given in our book is that there's a student on our caseload who asks for a letter of recommendation, but we have little experience with that student. So what is it that we do? Well, in the text, the counselor went and asked a couple of different teachers to give her some feedback on the student, and those teachers gave her feedback that was positive in terms of the student's academic ability, but negative in terms of the student's character. The teacher said that the student was an excellent student and excelled in terms of grades, but was in it for herself only. And when the counselor went and wrote the letter of recommendation, she highlighted the negative character aspects. So ethically, this is questionable because the counselor wrote about a character flaw that she did not experience firsthand. So what is it that you do? Well, you can ask the student's teacher for feedback. However, then the feedback that you're going to get is secondhand feedback, and that's not necessarily fair to the student. Those of us who have been teachers understand that there's a lot that influences the way that we see a student. The next thing that you could do is have a meeting with the student where you find out important information about their character through talking about them, asking them questions about what it is that they want to do with their life in general, just sort of getting a more well-rounded picture of the student before you write a letter of recommendation. And then the third option is that you don't write the letter because you do not have enough first-hand knowledge of the student to properly communicate character. It's not fair to a student to write an inaccurate letter, and it's not fair to a school or a potential school to write an inaccurate recommendation.